You're listening to the Spark Radio Network, Internet radio like you've never heard before. Innovation, creativity, and imagination are all said to begin with a spark. So fasten your seatbelt and take the ride of your life and listen for the spark.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Hey, this is John Preston, Marine Combat Veteran and Pacific Records recording artist. Just reaching out to have you check out our new album, Battle Cry, Songs of America's Heroes, an album featuring phenomenal other combat veteran artists like Scott Brown of the Scooter Brown Band, Ryan Weaver, Rowdy Johnson, just an incredible mix of people. This is all veterans telling our stories and our lives, and we're giving 100% of our proceeds to the Valkyrie Initiative to help veterans and first responders integrate back into society. I myself have battled with post-traumatic stress for many years and lost my own brother, a Marine Corps veteran, to suicide. I ask that you step with us and make this happen. We are in pre-order right now and release on March 17th. Go to iTunes, go to Amazon, buy. We plan on making the charts and making it at a very high level, and your support right now makes a difference. This is the release of my new song, Superman Falls, which is actually about the loss of my own brother, which happened last year, and I would love for everyone to check it out, to listen, and hopefully it'll make a difference in many lives.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-553-8687. That's 800-553-8687. Again, 800-553-8687.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it. There to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Sometimes riders feel lost, unsure why a passage may not be working. It takes another set of eyes to help us nurture our writing into full maturity. At Black Wolf Editorial Services, we strive to enable writers to develop and grow, offering manuscript critiques and line edits through a mentoring editorial style. We also offer assistance on generating a writer's bio for your websites. Black Wolf Editorial Services, nurturing your writing into maturity. For a full list of services, visit blackwolfeditorial.com.
Here's George Foreman with InventHelp.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp has been helping inventors for more than 30 years and has sales offices nationwide. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. If you have an idea and want to try to patent it and submit it to companies, you should call InventHelp today for free information.
Listen, I can't guarantee a company will be interested in your idea, but I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
Get your free inventor's information. Call 1-800-353-6490. That's 1-800-353-6490. Again, 1-800-353-6490.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
You're listening to the Spark Radio Network, Internet radio like you've never heard before. Innovation, creativity, and imagination are all said to begin with a spark. So fasten your seatbelt and take the ride of your life and listen for the spark.
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
What's going on, radio listeners? Jason Marshall here from the We Don't Have Cookies podcast. There was no Thursday episode of the podcast this week, which means I don't have a Sunday episode for the radio show this week. The reason for that is on July 31st, that is a Monday, I will be celebrating the 2-year anniversary of the podcast. And in order for that episode to be the 150th episode of the podcast, I had to take a show off. To make it up to you guys, what I'm going to do is play one of my favorite episodes from this past year. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll be back to our regular schedule next Saturday.
Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies with your host, Jason Marshall.
Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies. I'm your host, Jason Marshall. Right off the bat, I just want to apologize to everybody for not having a show Monday. I was going to have Mike Morris on the show, and something happened in his family. I don't really want to get into that without him being here, but I want to wish him and his family the best, and he'll be on next week. And I also want to thank Donnie Cryer for bringing cookies to the radio station. She was under the impression the radio show was We Don't Have Cookies too, and she just wanted to bring them in so we would have cookies. And that was the second guest that week that brought cookies to the show. So I think I'm on to something. Now people bring me cookies, so I actually have cookies. But speaking of the radio show, this week I have two of my favorite guests from that show. I have Kenduyawa Carpenter and Danielle Arnold. Man, last time you guys were on the show, that was so much fun. I mean, one of my favorite shows ever. And Danielle, you got the perfect voice for radio. It was so weird because I was sitting out in the lobby and I'm talking to you the whole time before the show. Then when we went into the radio station, we shut that door, and if people don't know how it's set up, there's almost like this little box thing that was completely blocking my view from you. So I couldn't see you at all half the time.
I think part of it was the height.
And while I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, she has the perfect radio voice. Man, it blew me away. Yeah. It was just weird because, like I said, I talked to you for at least 15, 20 minutes. And it just never hit. But once I couldn't see you anymore and I just had the headphones on.
She can do radio or infomercials.
Yeah, you could definitely do voiceovers.
New and improved.
Yeah. We are on, though, right? We're talking to people all over the world.
Yes, sir.
Across the country. That's cool. I'm glad to be here, though. This is pretty cool. I'm going through Ref Draw. Just watched the last episode of Gang of Thrones last night. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it was cool, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my life now. Think I should get a girlfriend or a dog now or something. I don't know, man. I'll probably take a bath now. I've been watching Gang of Thrones for, 7 weeks straight. I'm thinking about cutting my underarm hair and going ahead and taking a bath now. Yeah. Oh, man, this is great.
You know, I was like that with Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad,
because,
yeah.
See, I never watched the show when it was on TV. I waited till it came on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
And then I watched 2 or 3 episodes every day till I was all the way through the season.
Hey, my mom was like that with Cagney and Lacey. Back then, we didn't have TiVo and recording stuff. We'd be in the grocery store. Yeah, hurry up. Cagney Lacey's coming on. Hurry up. Get the milk. They're going to beat up a man this week. Let's go. And Knight Rider. She's like, Knight Rider's coming on. That's a handsome white man. Huh? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So
you ever notice a Knight Rider? Just the smart ass GPS.
Yeah.
It's not so impressive now.
It's not right.
Yeah, automatic start. Yeah.
It's a man with a bad perm and a smart ass GPS with some extra street lights on it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Just stuff you could go to any store now and get. Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah, if you just bought a Tesla now, You basically got the Knight Rider car. It just don't look as cool.
Yeah.
But responsible.
Yeah. And it's hot out here, too. I wanted to get on that topic wherever we are across the world or across the country. If you're cool wherever you are, it's nice because it's hot. It's so hot here, I saw some birds walking, man. They were like, we ain't even flying today. We're just going to walk wherever we go.
Well, see, I remember last time when you guys were on the radio show, it was too cold.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, you know what? I'll turn the furnace on.
Yeah, turn the furnace on. Yeah, turn it up. Yeah. I've seen a lot of signs out here that kind of scared me as a black man. I mean, once you see road and what was the other one? Sounds too much like hunting. And I just watched Roots 2 weeks ago, so I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do that. For a lot of you young people that don't know Roots is, that's the black people's Gang of Thrones, but we don't win none of the battles, you know.
Never.
We didn't win none of those.
You lose an ankle.
Hell, y'all even got OJ 50 years later after Roots. You know, OJ was in Roots. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a part in there where he was hanging out with Kunta Kinte for a minute. I don't know.
OJ was a good actor.
Yeah, he just messed it all up. You know, they wanted him to actually play the Terminator.
Really?
Yeah, you can Google it. Look, yeah, they asked him to play the Terminator first, and he turned it down. And they didn't want Arnold to do that, but it ended up being a classic. But could you imagine OJ really being the Terminator after all that murder?
Could have worked some things out.
Right.
We wouldn't have had all that mess.
Right. Yeah. They wanted him to play they wanted him to play the Terminator.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah. That's just like before the Foreman Grill, they offered it to Hulk Hogan, and he turned it down. Yeah. He said he'd just rather do old man pornos and get paid for them. He got paid for doing somebody else's wife. Hey, that's kind of handy. I'm going to be the first comedian, man. I want my own pair of socks. Nothing big, just my own pair of socks. And socks are getting difficult, man. I went to go put on some socks the other day, and they felt funny. Do you realize they got a left and a right sock now?
No.
Yeah, there's some brands, and it's got the left. And I'm like, man, it's hard enough to put my shoes on. Now I got to watch what foot I'm putting my socks on. I got to put the right sock on. I mean, it was bad enough putting on the right mitten as a kid. You remember mittens? Yeah. You never wanted to wear mittens because mittens just didn't look cool, you know? You got beat up for wearing mittens, right? You know.
Oh, my mama took it one step further.
What?
She put the idiot string on my mitten.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Pull one hand, you smack yourself with the other.
Yeah, you came from a good home. I wore socks as mittens. You know, we were kind of poor. We had tube socks. I'm like, got Uncle Larry's tube socks on.
Yeah, I can get behind the whole sock thing because I just buy Hanes socks.
Yeah, that's what I get.
And they ain't the same as they used to be because they used to be real cushioned and stuff.
Yeah.
I got these out of the package and they just felt like old socks. Like soon as I put them on.
Yeah. They use that.
Exfoliation.
Yeah, they had that.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
You know, get the corn.
Get rid of all the dry skin.
Down. There you go.
Yeah, man. I just want to market something middle age. I've yet to buy Skechers though, because once you buy a pair of Skechers, you're officially old. You know, they try to make them look cool. Yeah, they try to make Skechers look cool, but they're for old people.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Memory foam.
Yeah. You got to pay. Yeah, you got to have memory foam and everything. Yeah, they're for old people. Yeah, memory foam. Pretty soon your pants are gonna have memory foam. Well, they already have stretch pants. Yeah. I don't know.
You know, as a thick girl, stretch pants are your friend. I'm just saying, they get over the
You'll have to explain thick just in case we're talking to people with different cultures and stuff.
Okay, thick. There's a difference between thick and fat. Know the difference, okay? See, fat is a very overused word. Thick, your thighs meet, but you don't look like, when you're walking, it doesn't look like two raccoons fighting over a biscuit, okay? You thick means you got something to hold on to, but a brother's hand doesn't get lost. Okay,
but
some of these sisters running around and brother's hand get lost up all night, rolls and just rolls and rolls. Got more rolls than Hawaiian rolls, just roll.
So thick means almost fat, but not quite fat, but still sexy. But you can be fat and sexy too. There's nothing wrong with being fat and sexy.
Hell, you can shape that fat into anything you want it to be. It's like Play-Doh. I'm telling you, yay, Spanx.
Spanx. Yeah, Spanx. What are Spanx?
Spanx are God's answer to cellulite. That's what they are.
So it holds it in kind of like canned ham.
Yes, but little warning, ladies, okay? I know you wear the Spanx and you feel real sexy. You meet that dude in the club and maybe things progress. Warn that brother. Just warning. Because you come up out the Spanx, you done took his eye out, his things flying, all your stuff hit the floor. He don't even know who he took home anymore.
Not the floor, Jabba the Hutt's niece.
Exactly. It could get real ugly real fast.
Real ugly real fast. Speaking of ugly, not that I'm ugly, I'm just saying. I saw some ugly people on the way up here. And it seems like ugly people are always mad. But if they knew what they looked like mad, they wouldn't be frowning like that. I saw the ugliest person up here, coming up here today, man. I was just like, man, you ever wanted to tell somebody they're ugly? And she was like a friend of the family. I'm not going to say any names, but this woman was ugly. And I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, maybe. I was over a friend's house, and I was like, whoa, this is an ugly woman. Not to be rude, but I was saying that in my head. Mm-hmm. But then I looked at her pictures when she was young to give her the bit, and she was ugly when she was young. I'm like, whoa, hope I don't see any baby pictures around here. And she was ugly and mean. Yeah, but my friend, a friend of hers married her, and I was like, man, she must do something very well, or she had a lot of money. Because, whoa, there's nothing like ugly. And if you got a bad attitude and you're ugly, I really don't appreciate that. But I was just saying. She kind of made me mad. I didn't like her.
It's hard to tell somebody they got an ugly baby,
Yeah,
if you see the ugly baby picture.
See, that's when they show you the baby. So everybody got their phone. And they won't show the baby on the phone. And you be like, oh, that's a baby. That's all you got.
And then you want to be even kinder. You're willing to sit there, and when they're that ugly like that, you're like, is something wrong with her? And they be like, no, she came out perfect. I'm like, oh, no, she didn't. Like, I would accept it more. Oh, she was born with this. And you'd be like more understanding and stuff. But they be like, no, she's fine. You like, whoa, really?
Are you sure about that?
Really? You've done all the tests, right? Hey, man, she looks like she just fell out the sky.
You might need a second opinion on that baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It started the awkward stage at newborn.
Just straight out the gate with it.
So, man, what have you guys been up to? Have you guys eaten dinner yet? I had the best dinner today, man.
What'd you have?
You know what I had. I'm a black man. I had chicken without the bone in it. Chicken tenders with blue cheese. Oh, yes. It was so good. Yeah. Do you guys have a Roosters down here? Roosters?
Yeah.
Oh, man. They make the best.
I took me, my wife, and my little girl there, and we had the worst time.
Really?
I haven't brought it up on the show. I thought about it because I was so mad.
Roosters is a crapshoot.
But I've heard they're good.
Depending on which one you go to, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, in Dayton, in Dayton where we're from, the one that does the best is in the hood. So you got to like dodge the bullets, get in there, get your food, get out. Like I would get the food from there, but I ain't sitting in there to eat. I mean, hell, and they have cops in there sitting down eating, and I still ain't staying. I'm like, man, hell, they shoot at y'all. What they gonna do to me?
That is true. People aren't afraid of the cops anymore.
Nah.
Not
yeah,
at all.
You know what is weird? So when I see security guards, I'm like, dude, why are you a security guard? They shoot at police now. You're not safe anywhere.
You don't even have a gun.
Yeah. You don't have a gun. You got like a flashlight and some mace. That's it, man.
Spray me. What?
You're not safe anywhere. Speaking of safe, I think I told you this the last time I was on your show, but I went to work out again, and I'm still getting bullied by the old lady on the leg press machine. She was there again. This time she was doing arm curls, and I was like, oh, I know she's not top stronger than me. Damn it, if I got on there after she got off trying to do what she was doing, I was like, fuck, what is this old lady on? I'm like, just the strongest old lady. She must have been like a drill sergeant or something when she was like younger. I don't know.
Sometimes some little old ladies grew up on farms,
Yeah, she was probably
pulling a plow. They were poor. They couldn't afford it.
Pulling a plow.
I saw something about Judge Judy, and she goes to the gym every single day.
She looks like, man.
She frightens me on TV, okay? She just scares me. And see, I went to private school. I went to school with the nuns, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Judge Judy still scares me. She's scarier than a nun. That's saying something.
Yeah, she's terrifying.
Yeah, she is. It's like, your judge is Judge Judy Shineland. Then I will plead whatever you want me to.
Yeah.
Just don't make me go in there.
I raped a goat. Okay. That's the only kid I ever touched. Was a goat. That's it. Yeah. They was gonna beat me up in jail. You raped a kid. It was a goat, man. It's a baby. I mean, it was a goat though.
She needs to be the one who runs for president, because I think everybody be so intimidated by her in Congress.
Yeah.
They just...
I'd love to see her take on ISIS. That would be awesome. So what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm. I like.
Shut up! She's just.
ISIS and the Wu-Tang Clan. That's who I want to see. Like, I think that'd be a good fight right there. Like, all right, it's going.
Well, since they lost Old Dirty Bastard.
You got to protect your neck anyway. They like cutting everybody's heads off. I'm like, Jesus. That's really, you could really got to prepare to get your neck cut off. I mean, but already it's not going to be an open casket, right? Because I'm really not there. I mean, I'm there, but I'm not there. If y'all don't, if they don't send the neck, they don't send the head, But yeah, it's a heck of a way to die, man.
And what gets me, you see the TV reporters right before they do that to them, and they are just really calm. I mean, I'd be crying like a bitch.
Oh, me too. Like, I'm going to die. Mama, don't let me go. Like this.
Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus.
There'd be no composed statement about the state of what's going on.
Because I'm a black woman too. My neck just moves. So
they're like, hold still, lady. Hold still. We'll kick her like our soccer balls. we like a soccer. I just don't. I mean, if I'm going to be a murderer or a killer, there's got to be some women somewhere. Because I'm like, we going all over here for ISIS. And I'm like, ain't no women over there? Mm-mm. Just guns and robes.
Well, if you go out as a martyr, when you get to heaven, you'll have 7 virgins.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was about to say something about that. I was watching CNN. There's a documentary called Why They Hate Us. Mm-hmm. And this lady was talking about, in the Quran, they misinterpreted something. And the term for raisins was actually misconstrued as virgins. So when you get to heaven, you get
raisins.
You get raisins.
Better make a cookie and keep it moving.
Virgin, man. That's
Can you
crazy.
imagine that?
I kept just thinking about virgins. I'm like, look, I've been one. And
Right. And besides, if you
so basically, you got 7 women that have no idea what they're doing.
Right. Yeah, and that's not fun to me. Yeah. I want me an old hoe when I go to heaven. I want something used and know what she doing. Yeah, I just get to the point.
Let's get this over with. Let me put this cigarette out.
Yeah. I want something good, and it's like wine. I want something fermented. I need something good.
Fermented.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know what I meant. Shit, that's public school talk. But I want something old. Shoot, I don't want nothing new. I got to break out the package.
So you can have something used. Can you imagine? See,
I don't want 7 virgins. Hell,
like old Larry come after me. Really? Mm-mm. Come here, girl. I got my blue pills. No, I don't care. Like, I don't want that. Your balls is hanging down to your knees. That scares me right there. It's like hitting heavy bag. No, like no, sir.
7. I have a problem getting laid here, so I know I ain't gonna go to heaven and just automatically gonna come out like, oh, here it is. This can't be that easy. What's the catch? Well, I wonder if you can't feel anything in heaven. You know what I mean? It's like you're just like, titty winkling around, as my grandpa is. Hey, out there titty winkling. When old people use it called sexual, titty winkling. My grandma used to say, y'all are out there doing the hoochie coochie. Or humping, uses a humping. That's when you were humping. Or he was out there humping that gal.
Remember when they used to call condoms rubbers?
Yeah, rubbers.
That was the worst term, man.
Oh. Rubbers like, hey, man, you got a rubber? Like, for
our
what?
Friends in the UK, rubbers are not galoshes.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
No.
Right, yeah. I tried to use saran wrap one time. It wasn't working.
That's what I told my wife I was going to do.
Yeah.
We didn't have condoms. I told her I'd just get some saran wrap and a twist tie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shake, somebody's getting cut tonight. Oh, man. That's crazy, man.
That's where you just slow down, Bucky.
Like, slow down. We can wait until next week.
Okay. We'll be right. Myra's open 24 hours. Okay.
It's hard buying, private. I got old. I can buy all that stuff now. If I needed it, I could go buy some condoms or whatever. The one thing I was scared to buy like a couple years ago because I had to start dyeing my beard. And I was embarrassed to buy hair dye. This is like, so I went there and got some bananas, some cereal, shampoo, then put the hair dye on top, on the bottom. Like, yeah. I'm like, man, I'm scared to buy hair dye. That's fun, accepting your oldness,
And nothing will bring out the I don't care in you quicker than motherhood. Nothing. Okay. But in your 40s, think about it. We've had to buy tampons, maxi pads, douches, all manner of things just to tell Gladys at aisle 9 all your business. So by the time you hit 40, you will put an enema, a vibrator, 2 vials of lubricant, and a banana on there and dare her to say something. Just like, say something, Gladys. Say something.
Now, were you putting the banana and the vibrator in at the same time? I'm just a little curious, I'm just asking. Like, whoa, that's woo.
One does what one has.
Because I didn't hear you say lube, so I was like, hey, you might want to watch putting that all in there at once,
Double stuff like an Oreo.
One does what one has.
Okay, like putting it in the tree trimmer, like. Yeah, I've never done that. I've never done nothing kinky like that. I let a girl tie me up with duct tape. I'll never do that again.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I don't have hair. Not right there, if you notice.
That's right. Oh, that's better than a wax job.
Yeah. And that was 20 years ago. Never let her do that again. I was like,
you need to do infomercials for that.
Yeah.
For that right there.
I'm not going to do that no more. You remember the Silence of the Lambs? The first one, she had me hung up like...
Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't. Not that pain afterwards, man. No way. Now, I did have a girl slap me one time. I kind of liked that, Wish I had my tooth back, but hey.
She knocked her tooth out?
She knocked, but that was worth it, man. Yeah, I was like, whoa. It was one of the back ones, though, so that was good. I was like, whoa, you knocked that loose. And she was real aggressive. I liked her. Her name was, I just called her Crazy. But crazy girls give you the best loving, man. Crazy girls with daddy issues, oh, man, that's the best. Oh, boy.
I had one of them a long time ago.
Yeah, but it's hard to break up with them because they don't want to break up with you. You can't break up with me, yeah.
Yeah, because all my friends were telling me, like, man, you got to leave her. Something's wrong with her. You can look at her and just tell something's wrong with her. And I'm like, yeah, but you ain't slept with her.
Yeah.
It's hard to leave this one.
Yeah, it's hard to leave it. Yeah.
I know she's probably going to kill me one day.
Yeah.
But
she had that good stuff. You ever nutted and farted at the same time? Whoa, shoot. I need a wash rag and a shower. Can I use your shower? And can I get some toilet paper while you're at it? I don't want to mess up your shower. Yeah, well, that
never happened to me.
Oh yeah. She made me do like 7 ab crunches. Like, oh, like, whoo, yeah. I'm like, oh, that was. I'll use another old person's term. That was a doozy. Sometimes you just got to keep it real and say, "You're the best."
I got with this girl. I was in love with her since high school. I finally got with her when I was in my 20s. It was not worth the wait. I fell asleep once while we were having sex. Yeah, and I remember she was shaking me, and she was like, "Are you?" And obviously, I'm on the bottom. It would be really bad if I just passed out on top. Yeah. But she said, "Are you asleep?" And I'm like, "No." It just feels so good. Just you talk about awkward.
Oh man, wow. I had one worse than that. This is another terror alert, man. I'm gonna give you. I had a chick fall asleep while she was giving me head.
What?
Oh, yeah, and that's hard because you can't just wake them up, because if you wake them up, they're going to bite you, man. I actually had to call the 911, man, because I was like, look, I got a chick down here, and the operator was like, don't you wake her up. And I was like, why? Because she'll bite it. It was like disarming a bomb. I was like, I had to turn a certain way because I didn't want her to wake up. She was drunk, but I knew if she woke up, she was going to be like, rah, rah. Jeez. I'm like, are you asleep with yeah, that's kind of cool, but it's not cool. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, hey, never let a drunk girl give you a head that's real tired. She'll be like, oh, man. You're praying for it to get small then. You're like, please get small so I can just slide it out. Please just go down. Please just go down.
See, I think sometimes, men get a bad rap about not performing well and things, I mean, yeah, there's some bad ones out there. It's just...
Maybe sometimes they just get excited. You might be excited, I just like I make the Incredible Hulk sound when I'm about to come, and I don't come. When I feel it coming on, I just go, and it goes away. Yeah, it goes away. So I'm like, oh, I'm back.
King Kong come rolling up in the
I'm back. Yeah,
you got to stop.
Then she's like, oh, is it good? And then I'm like, so I do a lot
this
of
is not the Cincinnati Zoo. You no, it sound like the Cowardly Lion over there. Oh, hell no, you got to get up out of here. Hey, roll it on down to go.
That's a good strategy, though. That's a lot easier than pulling out.
Oh,
you just yell.
Just yell. Scare the hell out of her where she pulls out. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, man. I remember one time I had it so good, man. I got done, and man, I was kind of in a daze, and I went and laid on the couch, and the lady's mom was on the couch, but I didn't know that. It was in the dark, and I sit down on the couch. She was right there next to me. She was like, "Who are you?" I didn't know she lived with her mother.
Oh shit!
I was like, "Oh, I'm such and such," She was like, "Oh." She knew her daughter was a hoe, though. I mean, not college.
Wow.
She didn't like get it. You see a stranger in the house, you should be like, ah. She was like, hey, who are you? I'm like, yeah. She knew I was one of her daughter's friends, Like, but yeah, I guess that's enough about sex. Let's talk about the Lord now.
I was just going to say.
This is the Lord's hour.
Fake it so good that you believed it yourself.
Yeah. Like,
I've done that. I faked it so good. Like, damn, did I actually? Because I'll yell as loud as I possibly can. Just get the hell off me. I'm bored now.
It's time for Game of Thrones.
Where you start thinking about food and stuff like,
oh yeah.
That's still a half a pork chop still in there.
And you think of weird stuff when you're bored too.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
I got a lot of grass to mow.
Whoa,
and sometimes I sit here, and the other day I was thinking, I really want to see an ex-president become like a crazy party boy junkie. Like George Bush is just out of control on coke.
I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton is. We just ain't got it on tape.
He's awfully thin now.
They just got
They be monkeying around with something. I don't know.
Hillary just keeps him keeps him in a basement with all his toys.
I just want to see like I said, like George Bush on TMZ or something. And he's running around with like Justin Bieber egging houses and shit. Right. Just something crazy.
Somebody going crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see frogs do it. Yeah.
Really?
I told you about getting drunk and watching Animal Planet. I just watch a lot of stuff, I've never seen fish do it. Yeah.
I've seen dolphins.
Dolphins
is...
I don't think that'll get me off.
No, it wouldn't. It is the most awkward looking. And dolphins are the only animal besides, I think, chimpanzees or something that actually have sex for pleasure.
And I've heard of them raping people too.
Yeah,
like
dolphins?
Yeah, they'll go swim with dolphins and get raped.
Shut up, man.
No, serious.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I want
a mob of dolphins.
So are we going to have this trial at the aquarium? Because obviously the dolphin can't come into the courtroom, right? So a dolphin will rape you? Oh, that's hilarious, man.
And then it was so terrible. There were just flippers and squeaks. Oh, my God. It was like inner tubes everywhere.
Oh, man. They said they rape. I want to meet a person that's been raped by a dolphin. I mean, rape's really not a funny subject.
I know.
But if you've been raped by a dolphin, I'm laughing at your ass. I don't care, woman, man. If you're a little kid, I'm laughing at your ass.
The need to swim with dolphins. I mean, SeaWorld was created so we can watch them swim, jump through hoops. But no, we had to take it to
If you get raped by somebody walking on land, I can accept that. That's a horrible crime. But if you get raped in the water, that's your own damn fault.
Dolphins. You ain't even in the shallows. Think about that.
Oh,
you got to be deep in the water.
Especially when they got a reputation for it now.
Really?
It's not the first time.
Bang, bang, bang,
oh, man, that's crazy, man. But and then there's going to be some freak out there that likes it.
Mm-hmm. They go swimming every day with the dolphin.
One in every. There's got to be one.
I had Flipper in my mouth, and I liked it. It was all in my mouth. Yeah.
Wow.
Put it in my mouth, Flipper. Yes, I like it. Flipper. Oh, here comes the starfish tuna. Yeah, we're going to have a threesome.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Charlie.
No.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Oh, yes, now it's time to talk about Jesus.
Oh, yeah, come on, Flipper. Give me that. Give me that salt water. Yes, give it to me. Smells like the ocean. Put it on my face before.
No.
Put it on my face before the water wipes it off. Put it on my face.
I don't know if they're going to appreciate this, but
oh yeah, is that caviar?
No. I think this is a good time to go to break and plug the sponsor real quick.
Sponsored by Starfish Tuna.
It'd be funny if the sponsor was SeaWorld. Newport Aquarium. There we go.
Well, our sponsor is Black Rifle Coffee. They're owned and operated by Special Forces vets. They make strong coffee for strong people. We're going to play an ad by them real quick, and we'll be back.
Oh, that's good. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Here at Black Rifle Coffee Company, a lot of people ask what our policy is on the internet trolls. Well, we've adopted the F*** you approach. You see, at Black Rifle Coffee Company, we don't make our living making coffee. We make our living off of putting bad men in their graves. Therefore, we don't care if you buy it. It's merely a passion. So if you come into our house talking trash, expect to get it tenfold right back at you. Because at Black Rifle Coffee Company, we cater to men. Men don't even know how to use Facebook. They're too busy cleaning carburetors or cutting down trees, slaying pigs. So buy our coffee, or don't. We don't care.
Do you have an impression request for Marco Fuji or just want to contact the show? Send an email to jason@wedon'thavecookies.com.
All right, we're back, and you can call and leave a voicemail by calling 929-266-9342. I do a thing where I have last week's guest ask a question for the next week's guest, and they have no idea who the next week's guest is going to be. So if anybody out there wants to know who last week's guest was, download last week's episode and subscribe, because you obviously haven't if you don't know who last week's guest was. The question is, you were sent to prison for 10 years. Who would you rather have for a cellmate, Jason Marshall or a monkey?
Probably Jason Marshall, because monkeys are pretty strong, and I guess if I was in jail, I would consider him cute. But if the other cellmates told him to stop raping me, I wish that he would have complied with their commands. And,
all I'm saying is,
and I'll tell his daddy, I got a steak for Jason.
See, I'm picking Jason just for the simple fact that I'm going to a women's prison. I'm a G. Because I'm the only one with a male cellmate. I'm a G.
You brought a guy with you.
10 years, fly right by. You'll love black women and won't even know why.
You just pimp me out for commissary.
You might get it. You might get his Aunt Ursula somebody. Like, you going to give it to me now? No,
Jason Marshall or a monkey. Okay. Not nobody family.
Once I seen that monkey rip that lady's face off, I don't want that.
But that's all right.
And monkeys like to rip things that are dangling and rip faces off. Hey, I'd rather just be.
And they throw poop all the time.
Yeah,
you don't want that.
Then I got a monkey fur coat, because now you throw some poop, I got to jack you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell monkeys jokes.
That. Yeah, you can't. Right. See? And, you know,
man.
Jason may never walk right again, though. I'm just saying. 10 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
You might start off telling jokes, but. Have you ever been tied to a bunk?
I know somebody who's been duct taped before.
Yeah, duct taped, but not tied to a bump. Mm-hmm.
Man, this is an animal-heavy show.
Yeah,
I got
why do you call your show The Cookies?
You know, that's a good question, and we're going to answer that on July 29th.
Oh.
So everybody subscribe, and that's all going to be coming up.
I love cookies. 'Cause, you know, I told you before, I lived in a foster home, and one of my foster moms, Miss Ruby, she used to make me suck her titties for cookies.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, boy, if you want some ice cream, you got to suck a little lower. So I had to leave there because my sugar got too high. Yeah. So when you said cookies, I was looking for Miss Ruby. I was like, is she here today? Like cookies, Miss Ruby. Yeah, sucking titties for cookies. That's been my thing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Some sugar cookies, chocolate chips. Oh, I'm ready to suck. Baby. Oh, don't come with a cookie ice cream sandwich. It's over. I'm ready to suck, baby. All right, it's cool. Yeah, I thought you knew Miss Ruby. I was like, this is a setup. That's why I was there. He got to talking about cookies. I thought she was going to come out in her moo-moo.
I never laughed at something more horrible.
I know, right. Man, if you can laugh at a dolphin, man. Dolphin and cookies, man, we're going to get taken off the air. Have you heard these dolphin cookie people? That's what they're going to call it. PETA is going to be up here tonight. Huh?
That's the name of the show, Dolphin Cookie People.
Yeah.
That's
Dolphin
the episode
cookie,
name.
Yeah, dolphin cookie people. Being protested by the Keebler elves. The Keebler elves and PETA are outside right now.
Hell no.
Oh, God.
Well, there was a couple in Wisconsin who wanted to be outside because they called 911. They felt that they were being held hostage by their cat.
Whoa.
Yeah, the cat attacked the guy who was living in the house, and they ran to the bedroom, shut the door, called 911 to see if anybody could remove the cat.
That's what you get for buying generic meow mix right there.
Right.
I mean,
Do not skimp on the pet food, okay?
Probably
Everybody
didn't have all his
knows this.
shots. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a cat. It's not like because I've done stories where like there's been jaguars sitting in front of people's doors and they don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
I get that. I ain't leaving either.
Yeah.
But if it's a cat,
It's a tabby. It's a rabid tabby.
But if it's a cat,
Mr. Whiskers weighed all of 25 pounds. And
if it's a cat from a bad neighborhood, I could understand. Maybe they adopted it and it wasn't from the best neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because I've been in my old neighborhood. Hell, the birds didn't even chirp no more. Yeah, man. And the squirrels just looked at you like, what you doing? Maybe like you went in, you got to pay to get in. Maybe it was a cat that had a lot of problems. You know? Oh,
I could see people. I've heard about people being trapped in the house by the dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've heard about burglars being trapped in the house by the dogs.
Yeah.
My mother had a friend, had 2 Dobermans, and he had his brother, had his alcoholic brother, supposed to be house sitting. Well, his brother kind of went on a bender that weekend and forgot to feed the Dobermans for about 2-3 days.
Damn.
And the house got broke into. 911 call went roughly like this. Hello? Can you send somebody? We just broke into this house. Yeah, we'll go to jail, but you gotta come get these dogs. And you heard the dogs in the background just and they actually had to euthanize the dogs because they shot the dogs twice.
Wow.
And the dogs were still going to take these burglars out.
So, in other words, just feed your dogs, huh?
Right, just feed the dog.
Even if it's some spam or something.
Not spam.
I love spam. Spam and eggs. Any other crazy stories that happened? What else happened?
This one's way better than that one. It was a goose who's been bullying a hospital worker in Canada.
Them things they're mean though. They're not. Yeah, they're mean
some
little
hateful
things.
birds.
She said that every day she pulls into work, that goose is waiting on her.
Oh, yeah.
And when she gets out of her car, it chases her into the building.
Hilarious.
That's when your foot slips off the brake and you run that goose over. Oops.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be seeing how goose.
End of problem.
Yeah.
Oops. What do you do? Pay a fine? What?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, she took a video because I guess it would have been like 8 straight days.
Wow.
So she made a video of it.
Birds, I
Yeah,
hate
they
them.
are mean.
The
They're not
only
scared.
bird I've seen that's meaner than a goose is a swan.
Mm.
Those are some mean. Those are.
I never interacted with them.
They are mean. Like not Weggerson, Woodland Cemetery used to have them, and they just kept attacking mourners.
When I was at the Columbus Zoo, I went up there with my wife and kids, and we were sitting around. We were eating Dippin' Dots ice cream, and I can tell you, ducks don't like Dippin' Dots ice cream because they walked up and I got a spoonful, and they just sit around. They're waiting for you to feed them because people do that all day. So I just got a spoonful of Dippin' Dots and gave it to the duck, and it was not happy with Dippin' Dots ice cream. So
Dippin' Dots ice cream makes me a little testy.
That's funny.
Yeah, you don't like it?
You know what it was? He was probably
it's just ice cream. Why do you have to monkey with ice cream?
Yeah, he was probably he was probably telling you he was lactose, man. You know I'm lactose.
I didn't think about that. That is kind of insensitive of me.
Give that damn bird some Dippin'
I don't
Dots.
know why people have to get all creative with the ice cream. Why do we have to turn the ice cream into BB balls? Why is that okay? Like BB buckshot. And you give it a cute name like Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, that Dippin' Dots. That's funny.
Yeah, it's my kid's favorite ice cream. She loves that stuff.
Kids, if you think about it, kids like things that are odd shapes, colors not found in nature.
Yeah, because you make anything like a chicken nugget, you turn that thing into a crown or a dinosaur or something.
And they
love
tear
them.
it up, yeah.
Not that they don't like chicken nuggets to begin with, but you know what I mean.
I'm telling you, but somehow it tastes better if it's the shape of a triceratops.
That's right. If they turn a cookie into a titty, it's over for me. I'm like,
chocolate chip placed just right. Put a
you
big
like
old Hershey's
titties and
Kiss right
cookies?
there.
Yes, it's me. I'm like, let them make some spam into a titty. I'm like, ooh, spam. Spam titty.
Oh, my God.
I am the spam titty man. That is me.
I don't
Captain
think
Obvious, yeah.
I don't think I want anything shaped like a. No, I'm good. Thank you. If you think about it, those are not the most attractive organs, and just that's just like God had some leftover skin or something. It was like I got to put something there. It's just.
Well, I feel the same way about.
Or he sneezed or something. I don't know, but it's not the most attractive organ. It's just no.
Maybe if you had to use your toe,
it's got to get in the way. Like think about it. It gets in the way if y'all have pants that are too tight.
Ain't worried about that.
You drop something wrong. Somebody swings a bat. You're jacked. You got to work to get to hours, okay? Like
you got to work to get to the pocketbook. I know.
Yeah, the pocketbook.
It got all types of names. The pocketbook, yeah, the seaweed. I call it the seaweed.
No. I just no.
The orange. Got to work to get to the orange. Yeah, it looks like a fresh cut orange. Yes, it does. That's how I get my kids the young talk. I have young daughters. So I had it when they were teaching.
I've never heard that.
The orange, yeah. Now, honey, before you open up the orange, you want to, or you could call it the mango. Hey.
I'm allergic to mangoes.
You're allergic to mango.
I'll tell you, and as unattractive as it may be, I would never go to the other side. Orange is not the new black for me. No, thank you.
I got a food-related story about KFC over in India.
Oh, man, don't let it be bad, man.
They came out with this thing called Wada Box, and it comes with a box where you can plug your cell phone in and charge it. Okay. I don't think that really translates to America. I don't know why everybody's phone's dying in India where you need fast food boxes with chargers in them.
Wow.
That's hilarious, though. That's funny, a fast food.
I never thought of that. Like, man, instead of going to McDonald's, let's go to KFC because they got chargers in the boxes and my phone's about to die.
I'm at 10%. I had 10%. I got an important call coming. Let's go to KFC.
Technology is changing. You're probably going to be able to give yourself like a colonoscopy with your cell phone. Like, hey, just stick the needle up there. Like,
you can do damn near anything with it.
You know what else I seen, man?
What's that?
They got Bluetooth pregnancy tests.
What?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I seen a commercial the other day. I was like, that's a Bluetooth.
Yeah,
How's that work?
pregnancy test syncs up to your phone.
Yeah.
and tells you, first of all, the positive and then counts it down for you and gives you a due date. And out of all the useless things in the world, I do not want to hook a pee stick up to my phone. I'm just saying. And then it also has counselors 24/7 available to you, just in case that ain't the answer you wanted.
I never heard of that before. That's crazy.
It's EPT. Is it EPT?
Yeah, I just seen a commercial.
This show brought to you by EPT. Okay. I think it's EPT.
This part is sponsored by condoms.
Yes, Trojan.
Yeah.
Durex.
Oh, I don't Trojan. And no, that's
all condoms are not created equal.
Oh no, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I use the little man size, but you know, I tell the girlies I'm like a small little bullet. You know, I just keep it jabbing, keep moving. I'm like Floyd Mayweather. I just move and stick. Boom, boom, boom.
You just put a box of Magnums on the dresser.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. It's not true about me.
Exactly.
Everybody talks about black man. It's not true about me. But I wouldn't make the. I wouldn't make varsity, but I would probably play reserve. I don't know, maybe. Like I have a reserve penis, not a varsity penis.
Could be worse. Could be JV. No.
It's just sitting on the bench.
It's not a freshman, but it's reserve. I get some play sometime. Get a little playing time every now and then, you know, get to whip it out. There's nothing like whipping it out, and it's not this. You're like, did you whip it out yet? Yeah, I did. It's right there. Can't you see it? It's not a zit. But I'm happy. I'm comfortable with it. I've had a lot of counseling. My mom
made peace with it, huh?
Yeah, mom. I'll say this. Mother told me that I was going to have a small penis. Yes, she did. She said your dad had a small penis. His dad had a small penis, and his brother had a small penis. Like, how do you know? I slept with all three of them. Oh,
well, all right then.
Just got it out the way there, but hey. This ad is sponsored by cookies and family members with small junk. Yes. And just keep it positive. I'm talking to you like a doctor now. If your penis is the same length of your balls, don't kill yourself.
Don't kill yourself.
Just deal with it.
You got a good doctor voice.
Yeah, it's a good doctor. I am a doctor. Yes. What's going on with you, ma'am? Yes.
Speaking of the doctor voice,
yes, I am.
Notice how the pharmaceutical commercials, they tell you how, you know, they're all peppy and jazzy and everything. And then when they get to the legal stuff and the side effects, may cause bad credit, crooked toenails, high blood pressure. Please don't take if you're pregnant or planning to be pregnant. Don't.
Because this will fuck your kids up.
Right.
Not just you.
This will fuck your
And everything makes you shit. I don't care what pill you take. It either makes you shit or not shit.
Right. It either does.
You're either going to go to the bathroom or not. So either you're going to save money on toilet paper or hey.
My personal favorite is the very nice way of saying it's going to make you shit. Anal leakage.
Yeah. Oh, shit, ain't nothing leaked out. It flew out. It flew out. I had some stuff fly out one time. I was like, what the fuck? I almost hit the board. I'm like, fuck.
That term terrifies me because it makes me think I have no control over this. Like, I'm just going to be going down the road and it's just like, I just look down. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
Quite literally.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't spring for the leather seats, man.
Right.
This is everywhere.
Oh, man.
It's just leaking.
Right. Like, is there a faucet? This plug is...
I'd rather hear may cause severe diarrhea or something like that than anal leakage. Right. That's frightening, man. I can feel diarrhea coming on. It's just leaking out. Right. I can't stop that.
I can find some kaopectate, some Pepto-Bismol, something. This makes it sound like there is nothing you can do. Just sit on the toilet. Set up your nice little something on the side, book.
It's
Netflix,
terrifying.
And just sit there.
Netflix, yeah.
And binge watch things.
Man, you guys got me thinking about cookies again. You ever had diabetic cookies?
Those are the most horrible. They are terrible. They're just, basically, it's just enough to make a diabetic mad. It really is. It's just, this is what you have to eat now. See right there, that's suicide for diabetics. Those diabetic.
This is what my life has come to.
Right, exactly. This is what my life has come to.
All those good cookies make me eat this bad one.
Sugar-free Reese cups.
Yeah, I like all the land here around your studio. Is there a lot of farmers out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you live in a farming community when you look out your window and you just see this combine driving through your neighbor's yard to get to a field behind.
Yeah, there's there's one street over, man, it's like a black man holding a lantern. I'm like, fuck, that's like scary, but damn, I want to stop by and ask him how much he wants for it, because that looks like that's pretty old. How much you want for the brother with the lantern holding it,
You've been watching American Pickers too much.
Yeah.
Been watching that show again.
Yeah, brothers couldn't be on American Pickers. You can't go knocking on no white man's house
in Alabama.
Like,
on a back street in Alabama.
Yeah, talking about I'm a picker. Did you say picker or the N-word? Nah, picker. Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, won't you come on back here in this shed back on right on.
End of the episode.
Yep. Yeah, well, they want the series.
There were some people down the road that had a nativity scene out in their yard, right on their front porch till like May. They finally took it down.
They really and truly believed in the message.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus
is
the around. Jesus is
the reason for every season.
That's right. Jesus. Without Jesus, just man, something like old people praying for you.
That just threw me because I saw somebody post something about it on Facebook, and I didn't think nothing about it. And I was driving in town one day, and I just looked over at this house, and I was like, oh, that's the people they were making fun of for having a little nativity scene on their porch.
Different like that. Like I know I had a teacher in high school. She kept her Christmas tree up year round. She just changed the seasons of it.
Makes it easier in December.
That's right. You just, I don't know. I mean, at least, put some sparklers in it for 4th of July or something.
Did you hear about that lady who got her hair burnt? She was she was in a wedding and she was leaving, and these people were holding sparklers while her and the groom walked out. Oh, man. And one of them caught her hair on fire.
Nah, that's hilarious.
That's funny, and I'd pay to see that.
And it was in Tennessee.
Oh, man.
Oh,
so
there
of
was
all
lots
places
of Aquanet involved. There was big hair. There was
sparklers and hairspray. That's bad.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's almost like Detroit with the hair weaves. It could have been worse.
But this last story, I never heard anything like this. It was in China, and the semi got pulled over. Why do you think a semi get pulled over in China? Just
human trafficking?
Too many people hanging out of it?
Human, right?
That's a good
human trafficking.
That's a good guess.
That's how they get to work. Yeah.
The whole village is going to go make some Jordans. I don't know.
They didn't have front tires.
What?
And I swear to God, I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see a picture. The semi didn't have 2 front wheels. It was just going off the rest of them. And when they pulled him over, he said that he was in some kind of an accident. The wheels came off, and he was taking it home to fix it.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. It takes some doing to leave me silent, but yeah.
No front wheel.
I never heard of anything like that. I guess you got a bunch of them behind you to help you out, but still.
Right, you still got 16 to rely on, but still
maybe they were trying to get home and watch Cagney and Lacey too, or Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
yeah, we got to get back.
Jon Snow, this is the last one.
There's the white people on the show very crazy. We like. The
dragons. Dragons.
I'm assuming it had to be rear-wheel drive.
It had to be.
I'm surprised it didn't start a fire. Speaking of sparks flying, but they have a lot of dirt on their road. So
I wonder, did he have his cash load in there? I don't know. See, it brings so many other questions. A situation like that, like was there what? I'll be thinking about that tonight now.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, man. There's some crazy stuff goes over in China. I mean,
well, they said I think that's where they. You can get you a job because they have so many accidents. Well, it's not even a job. It's volunteer. Like, you clean up the accident scenes. Because they said they have, like, accidents, like, every hour on the hour with death.
Wow.
And I guess, like, to do your midterms or whatever that is when you're in college, you can clean up the bodies.
We did a story, and this has been months ago, But it was just some old farmer decided he was going to become an engineer and took a Boeing, some kind of big plane, and was going to turn it into a restaurant and just decided he would just start working on that and like redesigned everything. That ain't going to fly over here. You're not just going to buy a huge airliner and put it in your backyard.
I believe I will make it into a pancake house. Flapjacks and flying sausages. That's the name of it.
People love food trucks. You wait till they see my food plane.
Yeah, they do.
Food trucks, fun.
Yeah, I love food trucks though. Food trucks are awesome. It's like visiting like several restaurants at once, and you get to see society's interesting people.
Well, everybody, don't forget July 29th is our anniversary show. Tune into that, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about the show and leave a review.
Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus.